I feel strange, like I'm slowly becoming a maniac.
Me too, Bex.
I think we're all turning into maniacs.
Umbrella-holics.
We are the Umbrella-holics. I'm your host for today, Beck Maniac, and I'm here with
Steph Maniac.
And Jason Lester Maniac.
Lester. Is that a name we don't know about?
Listen, we want to put out a warning. We're not condoning any kind of drug or drinking actions for the little kiddies out there, but this episode is This Is Your Brain on Drugs.
So drink of the day, Jagermeister. Tastes like herbs dipped in Dr. Pepper and set aflame. With that cough syrup consistency, mix it with your favorite energy drink to enjoy that sweet liquid cocaine. You guys ready for a drink?
¿Dónde están los drogas?
It's Miller time.
Okay, hold on.
Holy shit. Stop just fell out of the chair.
You might want to keep this in the show.
Oh, don't worry, we will.
She just fucking fell out of the chair.
Don't even ask me how that happened. I'm sitting on a little bench, and I think I scooted, and it got caught on something.
Oh my god.
That was
Oh
so funny.
my god.
Now my adrenaline's up.
Holy shit, she went sideways down into the crevasse. I didn't think I was gonna get her back.
I have a little shooter. I have 2 shooters of Jagermeister in it. I gotta say, I poured it in a shot glass, and it looks like if you held a shot glass to the mouth of a drooling thriller zombie, and you collected all of it.
Is it red?
It's kind of black.
Ooh. Have they changed the recipe?
Yeah, they added more toxic waste or whatever the hell they put in it. I'm frightened right now, I gotta say.
I've never had Jagermeister. I don't know. I just always smell gross. I've smelled it.
What kind of maniac are you?
I don't know. I've drank a lot of other gross things, I guess. I don't know.
Okay.
Like driveway vodka.
Yeah, that's what I'm drinking right now because, I don't know, that's all there is over here.
Well, everybody grab your drinks and let's do a cheers on a 3.
All right.
Are you ready, everyone? 3,
Yeah.
2, 1.
Cheers.
Kampai!
Oh my god. What the fuck? So I need to offset this, and we're talking about Los Drogas today. And I'm actually gonna go a little bit hardcore. I actually went to the bodega and got a couple Lucy's.
Ooh.
So I'm gonna light up a real fucking cigarette, none of this vape shit, and I'm gonna get some good vitamins in me. Here we go.
Oh, yeah.
Let's throw me off.
Let's throw Kampai!
Oh yeah.
Wow.
Oh god, I miss you. Anyways.
You're making Steph Maniac want one.
Oh.
Well, let's get into this. Let's talk about our first drug drinking experiences. I mean, how old are you and what the hell happened? Someone tell me.
On my end, I'm guessing I was probably around 13-ish when I had my first really drunk drinking experience. Like, I always was able to sip on things when I was younger. I've snuck a few beers and had no effect on me. Some of my friends who were in high school, they were a couple grades ahead of me. I was still in junior high school, and they invited me to a college party. I drank a bunch of wine that night, a bunch of beer, and I think it was Southern Comfort all in one night.
Ooh.
I blacked out. Supposedly, I was throwing pillows at people. And all I remember after that is being thrown out physically by my ear.
Who threw you out by your ear?
I don't know who they
Yeah.
were. This was a
The
college.
bouncer?
I don't know who it was. It was a woman. It was a college party at a house, and I was out of control, and I remember zero of it. And when I got home, I threw up, and my dad knew, because when I came in the house, I said, "I'm home now," and then I ran up the stairs and fell, like, ba-boom, like, just running up the stairs. And my dad's like, "Oh, she's drunk," like, got into my room, and then all of a sudden, I just started puking everywhere.
The drinking always ends in puking.
Especially when you're younger. You don't know what your limits are.
No, I had no idea what my limit was. I didn't even know you shouldn't mix things together, like wine, beer, and a hard liquor.
Oh.
I had no idea.
Was it liquor before beer. What is
Never
it?
fear.
Beer before liquor, never sicker.
Right. Where does wine fit in there?
I don't know.
Just don't mix wine with shit.
I've
Yeah,
had a lot of
exactly.
acid reflux when I've had wine with certain things. You have to be really
Get the
careful.
purple teeth and the acid reflux. You're real sexy drinking that.
Purple diarrhea the next day.
Pickling yourself from the inside out.
How about you, Jay?
Oh, the first time I drank was with my friend Jamie and his brother and everybody. There was a place in our area called North High, which used to be a school that my mom went to, and they tore it down. Jamie's brother was old enough, or his older brothers got it for us or whatever. So we're all drinking fucking Milwaukee's Beast, right?
Oh, bad. Bad.
Yeah. Pounding drinks and shit. We're about 110 pounds. And so we're pretty wasted. Over the baseball diamond is like a cage that you can climb up and sit on, and then there's a rope going down it with a stick. You can grab onto the stick and hold on it. You can run and jump, lift your legs and swing. So
Ooh.
Jamie, super drunk, decides it's a good idea to grab onto the stick and twist it and wind it up as much as he can. Then he grabs onto it and lifts his feet, and and then he starts spinning like fucking Tasmania Devil. And his 80s hair is flopping around. If I could take a picture of that moment, it would be on Time Magazine as the fucking picture of the year.
Did he have a mully?
Oh my god, it was flapping in the wind like fucking Fabio. And then he's spinning so much like a figure skater when they do that move where they come into a spin and they're in one spot and they're spinning real fast and then they stop. He was spinning so fast, and then he put his feet on the ground, and within 3 seconds he starts stumbling and going and then he starts puking everywhere. But the funny fucking thing the funny thing is when he was puking, he was stumbling and the puke was arcing up into the air and landing on him as he was spinning. And then and then he just fucking laid there for a couple of minutes, and I'm just standing over him pointing and laughing, and he's got shit all over him.
That leads me
Yeah.
into my story, which actually isn't a drinking one, but it is my first time smoking the marijuana. My partner here, Steph, was in on this one, and
Oh yeah?
I never did well with drinking. I was quite the puker. Every time I'd smoke the wacky tobacco, I'd vomit. I don't know what it was. Paranoia, anxiety, nerves. Something would happen. A bunch of our friends, it was about 7 of us. We decided to head on down to the local elementary school after we smoked a Cheech and Chong tie-dye joint the size of your arm.
Perfect place to smoke it, by the way.
And we're all going down, happy campers, feeling good. It was winter, but it was one of those warm days where the snow had melted, but there was still some snow on the ground. And as we approached the elementary school, there were sheep all over. And we were like, hey, look at those sheep. Feel free to jump in, Steph, if you want.
I'm guessing Jessica triggered this because she would always see the most bizarre stuff.
I don't know, but
we
it
all
looked-
saw it.
we
Once she
saw
said
the
it, we're
sheep.
like, there are sheep out there. What
That
the
with
hell?
a herd of sheep just all over the elementary school lawn. But anyway, we get closer and we realize we're just dumbasses, and it's not sheep, it's snowbanks that are melting into the grass, the muddy grass. So we decided, we had our local drug dealer there with us. He had a bong, which was packed nicely. We huddled around in the corner near the school so we couldn't be seen by the neighbors. We fired up that bong. I filled that shit right up to the tippy top, nice and thick, you know, those power hits. Sucked it in. Next thing I know, I start coughing because, you know, it makes you cough. If you don't cough, you don't get off. And then as I'm coughing, I'm feeling like this warm sensation flowing down my legs and down onto my loafers. Nice and warm. Oh my God, she's fucking puking. One of my friends drops to her knees and starts vomiting profusely. And then I turn to the left and another friend drops and starts puking. And Steph, tell them what it looked like.
I don't remember anything. I remember going there. Becky had to refresh me about this story. Otherwise, it would have been lost forever.
So she had no remembrance of everyone just on their knees vomiting all over the lawn of the elementary school. We decided maybe it's best if we head back to the basement where we smoked the Cheech and Chong. So we head back, and I decided to start a little exercise circle, and everyone was going to sit in a circle in their chairs, and all of a sudden we hear, and Steph's mom goes and answers the door. Hi, can I help you?
My mom has a very gentle voice.
And she said, can I help you? And they said, yeah, ma'am, we're looking for. So she came down the stairs and she starts pointing. Steph, Jess, the police are here and they want to talk to you and you. My heart's boop, 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 boop. I could not talk to a police officer in the condition I was in. I was vomiting and my eyes looked like I had walked through a sandblaster with no eye protection, and I was horrified. But it turns out a couple of our friends strayed off, and because all the houses looked alike in the neighborhood, it was like a housing tract type of deal. They walked into the wrong house. So the cops were there to return them to us.
Hold on.
AJ?
Dude, I smoked a half a cigarette and it fucking making me cough like I did crack or some shit. What the fuck, dude? I can't believe it's fucking affecting me this much.
Are you gonna leave this?
Oh my god,
You
this
sound
is like
a fucking 80-year-old in the fucking old folks home.
my first time getting high was very memorable. I'd smoked with a couple of friends in my friend's basement, and nothing really happened. Did you feel high? Yeah, I feel high. One night, I'm spending the night at Jamie's house, because his house, you can kind of do whatever. His parents didn't give a fuck. So he had a really big back room that him and his brother Pat stayed in with bunk beds and shit, and we used to watch movies and whatever. Pat was high. He was like, he got so high that he crashed out and nothing was getting him up. So we're rummaging through the room, and at the last second, Jamie reaches into his shoe, pulls out a huge bag of weed. And we're like, we're going to get fucking high tonight. We go back behind his garage. We smoke about 3 bowls in a row. By the time we get into his house, it went from 24 frames a second to 3 frames a second. Door, light, black. Refrigerator, water, black. Yeah, I think the first time you get high is really crazy.
It usually is. It's probably the most powerful experience the first couple times.
I have no memory of what the experience was like for me.
Let's do some drug tips from the experts. Go ahead and start us off, Jay. Give us a drug tip.
Well, if you're going to hang out on the streets and want a little something to sippy sip, don't sip your vodka from the flask that it comes in. Take an empty bottle of Poland Spring, pour your vodka in there, and then you can sip it willy-nilly and nobody will know what it is.
My drug tip is a cold shower helps when the paranoia sets in.
Cocaine helps when cleaning your house.
If you're going to do acid or shrooms, make sure you do it with friends, not alone, because your friends will calm you down when you get the fear.
Very good. Hydrate, hydrate, hydrate.
Yeah, sneaking waters in between, that helps immensely.
LSD makes your pizza look shiny. Always blot with napkins.
What the? Look.
If you're drinking alcohol, remember that sugar equals hangover. So don't drink any of those crazy sugary drinks or you're going to wake up with a rave in your head.
Never substitute notebook paper or toilet paper for a rolling paper.
Oh my God, is that not the truth?
Don't eat Hydrox cookies on LSD. They are too crunchy and dry to handle.
Fucking Hydrox is so random.
If you're going to eat shrooms, make sure you eat it in something like a Twinkie or you're going to end up hacking and coughing for 10 minutes.
Cinnamon sticks are not cigars.
Pixie sticks are not blow.
Everybody I knew tried to snort them at one point.
Fuck yeah. Fuck yeah.
If you're feeling very tipsy and on the verge of being drunk, do not smoke any weed because it'll kick it up a couple levels and you'll get the spinnies and you're in fucking trouble.
For reals, yo. Let's play Name That Drug. I'm going to list popular slang terms for a drug. I want you maniacs to buzz in to win.
All right.
Okay.
I already know I'm not going to know anything.
All right, I'm going to go down the list, and you guys are going to buzz in when you know the answer. Here we go. Uppers, beans, pep pills, speed, Dexies, zing, study buddies, smart addies.
Meth?
Is that your final answer?
Yeah, sure.
Incorrect. Did you want to give that a try?
Adderall.
Correct. 1 point to
What?
Steph. Steph gets a point. Okay.
That's what they were putting in the fucking black pills and all that?
Yes. Yes. Are you
Oh,
ready for
boy.
your next one?
Yeah.
Here we go. Cloud9, Vanilla Sky, White Lightning, Bloom, Scarface, Bliss. J-Maniac?
Cocaina.
Is that your final
Co-
answer?
Yeah.
Steph, would you like to try to answer that? Because that's
Bath
incorrect.
salts?
That is correct. Another point for Steph if the answer is bath salts.
All right,
How
kinda
many drugs
shocked.
have you done?
I don't know how I know this. I think Becky has psychically fed them to me.
I haven't. Okay, we're going into the next one. Rock, crack, yayo, snow, sniff.
Cocaina.
Correct. 1 point. So it's 2-1.
Yay!
2-1. 2-1. Let's tie it up here, Jay. Here we go. Drexies,
What?
Dex, Robo, Roho, Red Devils.
Oh,
Yes.
shit. Angel dust.
I'm going to keep going. Poor Man's Ecstasy, Orange Crush, Tussin, Velvet, Triple C, Drank, Purple Drank, Scissor Up.
NyQuil?
I think I got to give that to you. It's cough syrup.
Cough syrup. Oh my god.
Oh.
Oh, we got 3-1. 3-1. You can still come back, Jay. You can still come back.
Okay.
Tina, Crank, Chrissy, Tweak. Yes.
Meth.
Yes.
Yes.
All right. He's catching up. He's catching up.
Okay.
There we go. Candy, Scooby Snacks, Dancing Shoes, Happy Pill. Yes.
Ecstasy.
Correct.
Yeah.
Oh, do we have a tie? Do we have a tie?
We have a tie.
We have a tie. All right. Let's say winner takes it all on this last one here, this last category. Winner takes it all.
Why not?
Rocket fuel, love boat, embalming fluid, hog, superweed, whack, wet, angel dust.
PCP.
Yes, it is PCP. And Steph Maniac is the winner. Thank you for playing. Name that drug.
Just want to thank everyone for rooting for me. Because I really didn't think I'd win this.
I want to thank everyone for not giving me enough drugs so I don't have enough knowledge to win this fucking game.
I'm not taking it. What about you, Jay? You take it.
We'll leave it for Steffi, but it shouldn't be Edna because I blocked her ass, and it's from a 907 area code, and that's Alaska, so it should be
Yeah.
somebody else.
Yeah, Edna, she ain't calling back. Steph, you want to take this?
Sure. Umbrella Holics, what do you want?
Hello, is this Stephanie Maniac?
What's it to you?
It's Edna, surprise! You fucking pile of town shit.
How did you get our number?
Listen, I got my sources. I'm better than the NSA over here, all right? You fuckface.
I think your curlers are too tight. You gotta loosen them up a little bit. You're getting a little crazy.
I saw you on the street the other day when I was getting my groceries and trying to avoid disease.
That was on purpose. I was trying to make an effect on you so you'd leave us alone.
What? I almost dropped my cantaloupe, which would have been a disaster.
Really, you got cantaloupe?
I got cantaloupe. I survived. No thanks to you.
You know, we don't need to be enemies. I love cantaloupe.
Give me an apology. 2, buy me a bottle of Kahlua and a half gallon of milk.
You're crazy. I just tried to make peace with you and you don't want it, so...
All right. But let's make peace. You're a raging maniac.
Jay Maniac's got something to say here. What do you got to say, Jay? What are you saying?
She's a rotten bastard, and next time I run into her, there's going to be problems.
Well, here I was trying to make peace with it, and
We're not all in with it, with the peace. It's not gonna happen.
Because we are the Umbrella Holics.
wow, all for one and one for all. Is that what you're saying to me?
Oh, yes, it is. We will see you later, Edna.
What? Oh my
Bye.
bye.
One time I was with Edna at a karaoke bar, and this dude...
Edna's getting more interesting at the moment.
I
I'm
know.
starting to
I
really
don't
love
understand
her.
why she hates us so much.
She's just jealous. She wants to get on the air. we were at a karaoke bar, and this dude was like, in this karaoke bar, you can smoke weed, you can bring your own drink, you can fucking, and this dude was putting rails on the table, and he's like, you guys want some? And we were like, yeah, and we did it. Nothing really happened. And
Really?
yeah, we were just jumping around anyway and singing fucking whatever. So it didn't, I don't know, it didn't really affect me.
I was hanging out with somebody famous's brother, rhymes with Grace Bones.
I know that fucking dude. He's like 8 feet tall. He's a tank.
Yeah. And he would not allow me to leave the party until I did a bump.
You fucking partied with that dude?
I partied.
He used to, didn't he work at, where did he work at? I feel like I was running into him.
I don't know where he worked. He was threatening my life. He said,
"Prove that you're not a narc, motherfucker."
Oh my god.
do you know how intimidating? First of all, do you know how tall Grace Bones is? Double that shit. He threatened my life. If I didn't do it, he was going to kill me. He wouldn't allow me to leave until I did a bump.
Where was this?
I can't disclose the location.
He'd still kill you. He's gonna come at you. I'm gonna kill you.
Trust me, you don't want a 9-foot black man built like Grace Bones' brother to come at you. Guys, I almost died. I was roofied
Join
twice.
the club.
I don't know if you know this, but I was roofied once in a bar, and then I ended up at a Tampa Bay Ray baseball game up in the nosebleed section. I didn't think I was going to make it out alive. Second time I
Really?
was roofied, I was on stage singing my sweet songs on an open mic night, and someone had roofied my beer. I definitely thought I was going to die there. I wasn't going to make it. How about you? Anyone else almost die?
Not me.
Really?
To be honest, I stopped doing any type of drug at 17 years old. So it's been a long time. And I don't ever remember having a close call, but I do remember almost getting arrested and possibly going to jail for many, many, many years. That's as close to death as I got, going to jail.
Okay, all right. Jay, did you almost die?
Yeah, I almost fucking died twice in the same night. That's how bad it was.
Tell us about it.
It's Halloween night. Ooh. Right? It's Halloween night, and we're about to go to the Halloween parade. I'm dressed like a gang member from the Warriors movie. So I have like the vest on and a fucking white snake kind of wig and shit and killer gloves and all that. So we go to my friend's house in the East Village. All these people show up, a bunch of our friends. And at a certain point, everybody takes out bags and pours little shooters all over the table. There's about 50 different shooters. So we're fucking pounding shooters like crazy because we gotta get it in before we get to the parade. Make it down to the parade. We pass out candy. Everything's cool. And smoked a little weed on the way. Once the candy was done being passed out, I remember passing out my last fucking lollipop. Suddenly, with a snap of a finger, everything got crazy for me. Disastra was like, "You don't look too well. Let's get you to like a bathroom or something." I'm like, "Yeah, I'll go to the bathroom and everything will be all right." After passing out candy, also happens to be the end of the parade. So we make a right and go down some side street, and there's a Japanese restaurant. I'm like, great, let me go to the bathroom, go pee and puke if I have to. Make it down to the bathroom, puke a little bit, splash some water on my face, and try to compose myself. Then I exit the bathroom. There's a staircase going to the main floor, and on the main floor is the entrance. And I start going up the stairs, holding onto the railing. And all of a sudden, it was like as if I had a collar on and somebody was pulling with a rope, pulling me backwards. So I'm like, I'm holding on to the fucking railing, trying to climb, and my head is tilted backwards.
Do you know what
And I'm
that
like,
was? Do you know what that
what?
was? That was your God yanking the soul out of your body.
Yeah.
I call that maneuver Weekend at Bernie's.
Yeah. As I'm halfway up the steps, I'm like, I'm going to fall and I'm going to die. All of a sudden, a hand on my back, a firm hand starts pushing me up the stairs. And I look, and it's a waiter. And in his left hand, he has a full tray of food. And with his right hand, he's pushing me up the stairs. So he gets me up the stairs, and I'm up against the wall. I'm in the main dining hall. 15 yards ahead of me is the door to exit. To the left are all these tables. To the right are all these tables. And I'm waiting to make my move. Cut to Disastra with our friends outside the Japanese restaurant. Suddenly they hear... Cut back to me. I'm looking at the door, and I think, if I just propel myself with one quick jolt, I'll make it to the front door. So I do it. I lunge forward, but still that rope was pulling me. So as I'm running forward, I veer off to the right and knock over this dude's glass, and it shatters all over the place. And he's like, "Oh!" And then I keep trying to go forward, and I make it a couple more steps, and I go to the left. I run into a chair that knocks over, and like a plate falls on the ground and smashes. And then with my last final lunge, I make it out the door. I just can't imagine looking like a dude from the Warriors with a white snake wig. What the people inside must have thought. Yeah, so I'm just outside and I'm just hugging this tall trash can and I'm just puking. And they get me home. The two people that drove me home are tiny people, and then Disaster is tiny as well. To get up the two floors of my apartment, I remember at one point I'm about 5 feet away from my door and I'm flailing backwards like Neo in the Matrix when he's dodging the bullets. And yeah, I remember Disaster just thinking I was going to die. Like I was twitching and...
Correct me if I'm wrong here, but didn't you say that was a Japanese restaurant?
It was a Japanese restaurant, yeah.
So they're some of the most politest people, and here you are dressed like a warrior. Come out to play, yay! Oh, that was good.
Oh, boy.
Man. Everybody grab your drink. We're going to do another cheers, everyone.
Fantastic.
Who wants to say, you want to say a little cheers first?
All right. I'm going to give a traditional Gaelic blessing.
All right. A Gaelic?
Gaelic.
Okay.
Garlic works too.
It's Gaelic from Gaul. You understand?
Okay.
May the road rise up to meet you. May the wind be always at your back. May the sun shine warm upon your face. The rains fall soft upon your fields. And until we meet again, may God hold you in the palm of his hand. Amen.
Slanja!
Santabar!
Natrovia!
Is that fucking Nostrovia? Is there no S in it? Is it Natrovia or Nostrovia?
I don't know.
Not when you're drinking. The S just goes away.
Bless my father, for I have sinned. I've been having impure thoughts about you lately.
Oh no, not the leprechauns again.
I'm here, father, too. And I'm here to torment you with all my sins. Many sins, not many little things.
Okay, you're going to hell. I'll see you later.
I'm King Brian O'Connor from Knocknasheba. And I rule all over the little people in the underground. Well, let's tell the father about why we're here. Why don't we tell him about why we're here? We've done drugs. Lots and lots of drugs. Yeah, father, I did lots of drinking myself.
What kind of drugs do leprechauns do?
Everything the people do. Except the four-leaf clovers. Those are especially dangerous. I eat the crumbs that fall from the big sinners' tables. The drug crumbs. You know, the little bits of LSD fall off the table. I eat them up.
You got Italian. You just went from Irish to Russian to Italian.
I have many relatives down in the down under. I live in the Groons.
Okay, lasses. Did anybody die during your...
No, I don't think anyone had died.
Methinks the Father forgives.
Father? Hey! That sounds like a lager. Are you drinking lagers, father?
That's the Lord's concern. You smart Alex. Okay, because of that, 30 Hail Marys, 68 Our Fathers.
That's way too much, father. Way too much. I've seen you since you've been a wee boy. We've been around forever. How about you bring it down to three like the lucky clover? I'll grant you 3 wishes if you make our penance a little bit smaller.
That sounds like a fair deal there.
Father, didn't I see you at the Neon Underground Club?
I was just blessing the place. There's no commandments, shall we say, for adult activities.
I don't...
The father's got to have a little fun too, you know.
But you have taken vows, Father. Vows, Father! You're bound like we are bound. You must obey your vows.
I am a substitute father for today. It's my day off. Give me a fucking break, okay?
All right, so just tell us, Father. It's 3 Hail Marys and 3 Our Fathers, right?
Because we go back a long ways, I'll give you half a Hail Mary and 1 fucking Our Father, and that should be fine. Now get off.
Thank you, Father. Fuck that! He's given us that. He needs to say all is forgiven. I know, is all forgiven. Just give us the forgiven so we can get out of here and have another Heineken.
Okay, all is forgiven. You buy the next 3 rounds when I see you next, okay?
We'll see you there, Father. Granted, Father, granted.
I grant you farewell in the Father, Son, and the Holy Fuck Off.
Now, I don't know why, but I kind of kept a running list of all the drugs I've done. I really kind of lost track when it came to the alcohol section, but
Mine is pretty fucking big.
Mine is small.
here we go. Mine isn't that long, it's medium long. Okay, hash.
Yep.
Steph.
Nope.
Opium.
Yep.
Nope.
Rufinol.
No.
Nope.
PCP.
Yes.
No.
Whoa.
What? All right, we got to keep that in mind.
Helium.
Yes.
Yep.
Whippets.
Yes.
Yep.
Is that the same as nitrous?
I
I
think.
guess so. It's
All right.
similar.
Xanax.
No.
Yep.
Vicodin.
No.
No.
Ecstasy.
Yep.
No.
Weed.
Yes.
Shrooms.
Yep.
No.
LSD.
Yes.
Cocaine.
Yes.
And Milwaukee's Beast.
Yes.
Yeah.
That's on the list, guys. That was a drug.
Oh yeah.
Tasted like dirty river water. It was
Oh,
like that
yeah.
that Simpsons episode where they're in the Duff beer factory and they show like dogs swimming around
Oh,
in the beer, and the woman dips her finger in it. She's like, "It needs more dog."
my 12-year-old brother used to order beers for us back in the days. Remember that, guys? We used to have the
Oh yeah.
the delivery with our Marlboro Reds and our Milwaukee's Beast.
He looked like 11 and a half at best.
He had these big geeky glasses. He was skinny with the chicken wings, you know, when he flexed. He goes up all, who's that nerd and from the 90s programs there? Urkel. He went all Urkel up on that shit. Didn't he look like Urkel? He answered the door. He's like, hello. No, they were like, hey, kid, is this your beer? Yeah. They just give it to him.
Are you talking about when we used to order from?
Westcott Street.
Yeah, what was that store?
Was it like Cases and Kegs or some shit?
No, but they would do
Okay.
that too.
J Maniac, what kind of drugs did you do that we didn't do?
In terms of weed, dab, edibles, blunts.
Oh, did blunts. Never done dabs.
What's dabs?
That's like this new age thing.
Is it like a concentrated form of marijuana?
In a wax
Oh.
type.
Okay.
Oh,
Yeah.
sure, it fucking is. It's like wax. It's like earwax looking.
Oh, never done it. I think I was a little too frightened because people would say 1 toke is worth like 100 joints.
Yeah,
Whoa.
for sure.
How new is that?
Fairly new. I
Well,
don't
I
remember
know
it back in our day.
There's that weird dance, the dab dance thing or whatever. Do you know what I'm talking about?
The new dab. Oh yeah, the dab.
I would see
That's-
kids do it.
It's a move. It's not
yeah,
a dance.
and they move. Yeah, it's a move, and then they would like shift their arms to the side, like they were
dabbing.
the cough. They're covering their cough, from what I heard.
Oh, you got the underground stuff, did you?
Well, I found out because we had to forbid it at school.
You had to
because-
forbid the dab.
Yeah, once they found out what it was, because they were trying to say, like, do you guys know the dab? Like, what's that? And then
But I don't understand. What, covering the cough?
you're like, I don't know, blowing out smoke or whatever, or coughing because you're inhaling something. I don't know. I don't know. I'm old now.
Jason, tell your story that relates to this because you wanted me to go down to this.
Well, I have more drugs to list off. Okay, so my drug list is, you did E. Did you do Molly?
Never did Molly.
Fake E. Did you ever do fake E before?
No.
I come home to Syracuse one time for Christmas, and our friend Chris goes, dude, at the fucking head shop, they sell fake E, and I got some for us. And we were like, yeah, whatever, dude. And we fucking took it, and about an hour later, it was the real shit. It was
Really?
amazing. Yeah, yeah. But it was super speedy, though. Made you want to just fly around the room. But it definitely had that characteristic of E or Molly. On the package, it said mosquito pills. So I don't know what the hell that meant. Yeah, it had a giant mosquito on the fucking package.
It was probably Eastern equine encephalitis pills.
Did you ever do poppers, hydros, absinthe, or hash or crack?
I always wanted to try absinthe.
I did absinthe with you for your birthday, man. Remember?
Who?
You. Me and you.
Really? Oh,
We
right.
killed a bottle. We killed a bottle. We were coming up with crazy mixes to try to get
But
that
was
done.
that real absinthe?
Yes.
I take something right now that has absinthe in it, but it's supposed to be for a parasite killer. It has absinthe in it, but it doesn't do anything, and I actually feel pretty damn good after I use it.
Wow. Yeah,
Holy crap.
we were using lemonade, I think was our main mixer.
That's a good mixer, actually, because it'll fucking kill anything
It
out
did.
of
It
your mouth, you know?
It killed that crazy taste. What was the other thing you said with the absinthe? You said
Did you guys do it with like the sugar cube and the flame and all that?
no.
No.
We just banged down a whole bottle between him and
Yeah.
I can't believe that.
And then we watched fucking Ghoulies late at
Yeah, we
night or
did.
some
Was
shit.
it, now, was it a different type of alcohol high than regular alcohol?
I felt like it was weirdly cleaner, even though it was more hard to get down. Like it was harder to get down into you because there's something very herby about it.
Okay.
But
like Jagermeister herby?
no, different kind of licoricey herby.
Licoricey herby, okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, it didn't, as you kept drinking it, it didn't give you the spinnies and make you stumble everywhere. You just it felt kind of airy and kind of goofy.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
Wow, that's cool.
Yeah.
It was a nice
I still would like to try that.
yeah.
Actually.
We'll have to find a good
Oh, you'd
real
love it.
bottle.
It's great.
Yeah.
Yeah. So the one you were talking about, what, hash and crack?
You did crack?
After absinthe?
You did
Well,
crack?
well, at one point my brother was in a bad way with my cousin, right? And and I come home one time with my friends. They were like, "Get the bong, Jay." So we grabbed my brother's bong. My friend Joe cleaned it out, like he did a huge rip. And halfway through, he started coughing. He put his hand over. He's like, "Jay, take the rest, dude." And I fucking took the rest of it. And by the time we left my brother's room and we went into the kitchen, I thought I was already dead. I thought we thought we were gonna die. Like our friends were like, your faces are pale, dudes. I'm like, don't tell me that. And I've never seen in the bong when there's a little ash in there and you clean it out. Nothing was as strong as this. And then I went to my brother after that and said, "What happened to me?" And he's like, "I think that was the crack we mixed with the weed."
Oh my god,
Dude.
It was rough. It was rough.
Oop, another drink.
I have to drink after that
Yeah.
story.
Give me a little bit of that. Okay, that's good. I'll just add a little bit. I have something similar that happened to me where, you know, how we were going through the drug list or the drug list, and we said PCP, and I was like, yep. So our friend Vinny, he was always supplying us with drugs. Any new drug that we're advancing on, we did it with him because he would convince us to do it. I don't know how old I was, but it was definitely high school type age, somewhere in there. So he said he wanted to get high with marijuana, and we all got into our car in the driveway of my family's house, you know, like, and my dad wasn't going to be home. My mom never spied on us. So it was like, we just went in our car. So it was me and my sister. I don't know who was with us. I have no memory because of what happened. We all started smoking off this, I don't know, it was like a pipe or whatever for marijuana. The whole car was filled with smoke and everyone was getting high. And then we opened up the doors and all the smoke was out. And then he says, yeah, and I just want to let you know there's PCP in that. And I was on I don't know what PCP does. I always thought that was kind of like something that made you hyped up or something. I don't know. I don't know what it does.
Well, I can tell you from my PCP experience that I, again, was with the same people you're speaking of.
Mm-hmm.
We thought we were smoking marijuana, which we were, but
Yeah.
it was laced with PCP.
Did it make you hallucinate?
I fell down a flight of stairs and then I got up like I was Rocky and I was like, yeah!
This is all I remember is that we decided, let's go to down the street from our house, around the corner was like a gas station that had like a sitting area so you could order something to eat or buy something and eat it there. So like, let's go down to Quick Way. That was the name of the place at the time. I was walking down my street and it felt like I was 20 feet high. I was looking down at my legs. I felt like
Holy crap.
I felt like I was ginormous and had spindly, skinny legs.
Wow, I didn't feel hallucinatory. I
Oh,
just
it's
felt very like I could go out and just rip somebody to shreds.
I still felt mellow and tired, just like marijuana, but I was seeing stuff. And that's which makes me question if my friend actually lied or had some sort of other drug that he gave us, because he really didn't give a shit about, like, obviously he didn't tell us ahead of time we're going to be taking something different. He said it was PCP, but who knows what the hell it was. I felt like I was 20 feet high walking down the street. Then we get into the store and everything looks shiny and bubbly, and it was so bright that I couldn't take the brightness of it. Everything looked like it was made out of Jell-O gelatin. We buy this stuff. I remember my sister bought like zebra cakes, or I don't know, one of those like little Debbie things, and I didn't have any money, so I remember she let me have some of hers and I spit on hers. She would be forced to give me more of her stuff. I like licked it or spit on it.
I don't think that was PCP.
I'm looking, Vinny's sitting there and he's got a black leather jacket, and his black leather jacket started to look like super, super shiny and plasticky and like bubbly. And his face, he, like, you know how people start blushing, you know, when they're in, it was cold weather outside, and then when we went inside it was warm, so it was like you're all of a sudden getting hot from the heat. And his face was starting to have these little like red spots, I think getting more warm from being in the cold air. And everything started to cube, like every single space on his face looked like a cube. And the cubes were shifting back and forth. So his face,
this is some Lawnmower Man shit,
yeah,
right
it
here.
looked like Lawnmower Man, and it was
90s CGI looking.
Oh, yeah, it was so bad that I was like, I gotta stop looking at him, because his face looked like a bunch of like thousands of cubes blended together into a face. That was my PCP supposedly experience. I don't know what the hell it was, but he told me it was PCP. If anyone out there knows if PCP makes you do that, I don't know.
Just shoot us an email at umbrellaholics@gmail.com. Let us know your PCP experience.
Absolutely.
So this is a little something we call This or That, Drug Edition. J-Maniac, you're going to go first. You ready?
Absolutely.
All right, you have to smoke meth, be put in a straitjacket and thrown into a padded cell, or take 3 gel tabs of LSD and go into a courtroom for your trial.
I'm doing the padded cell. I don't want to be around anybody on anything crazy.
Good one, good one. All right, Steph,
Oh.
you ready? You ready for one? Heroin with Snuffleupagus, meth with Elmo, PCP with the Count, or DMT with Bert and Ernie.
Well, since I already did PCP and I survived, I'd go back to that.
You're going to go with the Count?
Yeah, I always liked him too.
He's going to one little hit, ring-a-dingy. Steph, you got one?
Yeah, I got one for you, Jay.
Okay.
Would you rather take 1 dose of fentanyl and not know how much the dose would be, or would you smoke an ounce of K2 and take the consequences?
I like surprises. I'm going with the first one.
Wow.
You could go to heaven that day, or hell.
I'm going on the express elevator straight down.
You got any, Jay?
Okay, I have one for Steffi Michelle Maniac. So choose one. You can go, number one, you can go with Benicio del Toro and Johnny Depp in the Fear in Las Vegas movie. So I'm going to put you in the movie and you have to hang out with them and you have to do every drug with them until the end of the movie and survive.
Is that the movie where they did adrenochrome?
No.
They did. Yeah, they did. They got it from
They
somebody's
did?
from somebody's organ or something, and they did it and they flipped out.
That grosses me out, so I'm just saying no to that right now.
Okay.
Okay. Or you have a week to tour with Keith Richards in his heyday, and you got to do every drug he does.
That would be a lot better. I think that would be a lot more fun.
You'd be fucking dead, dude.
I'd probably be dead, but I have to say, morally speaking, I feel like I'm making a better choice.
Okay. But you would look 100 right now.
It's okay. If you're in a rock band, you can look 100 and they love you.
That is true. Umbrella Holics, what do you want?
Yeah, this is Marge. I'm calling from your bathroom.
What? Are you serious right now? What are you doing in my bathroom?
You have a bidet and I don't.
What the hell are you doing?
I'm looking for some Vicodin. You have any?
You're going through my shit?
Yeah. Do you have any Vicodin?
No.
How about morphine?
No.
Percocet?
No.
Valium?
Nope.
Xanax?
No.
Dilaudid?
Listen, Marge, if you look under the sink, I have some Tidy Bowl.
What am I supposed to do with that?
Clean my toilet and get the fuck out of my bathroom.
How did they know to just call us at the right time, too?
She was in my bathroom.
Our phone lines are blowing up because we mentioned drugs, and it's the most we've ever gotten calls.
I got people rummaging through my bathroom. You think I'd leave the drugs in there?
You get driveway vodka. I'm drunk on that as we speak.
I have a funny drug story for you guys. I'm sure you have funny ones to share with me, but I'm going first.
Yeah.
Go right ahead.
All right. So this one involves Steph Maniac. All right. I'm going to set this up.
I already don't know what it is because I can't remember anything.
This is all the drugs. It's done this to your head. All right. So I was the designated driver.
Oh.
Oh, boy.
Now I remember.
Here it comes. In exchange for staying sober, make sense of this, by the way, I was given an ounce of weed, but I could smoke it while I was driving. Apparently, I was allowed to do so. I was escorting Steph and 2 others on LSD. I was taking them around, driving them where they wanted to go.
It was a snowstorm, too.
It was a snowstorm.
Snowstorm.
It was a snowstorm. All right. The first place we ended up was Jack's Reef, which is a little out of the way place in the middle of nowhere.
With no water, by the way. Why it's called a reef, I don't know, because it's in the middle of the country.
There is water
It usually
there.
means water.
There was water. I just thought we were a little far from the water. And we come upon this little restaurant bar. And we go down into this restaurant bar because you have to go downstairs to get into it. It's like a basement place. And as we're going down, there was a little person that looked like, what's the guy's name from Austin Powers?
Oh, Mini-Me or Vern Troyer.
Yes. Okay. So there was a little Vern Troyer looking guy, and he was sitting in the corner when you get down to the bottom of the stairs in this little hallway, and he had an accordion. And he was going, "Hello, Dolly. Hello, Dolly." And right off the bat, it was just, I knew it was starting to kick in for them.
I don't remember any of this.
We go in, we sit down. They become so peaked out on their LSD that we can't even order anything because, you can't really eat when you're tripping. We decide to get out of there. I'm the designated driver. I'm smoking. I smoke so much that I smoked myself completely sober. So here I am. I got these 3 jugheads with me in the car tripping balls. And they want to go through McDonald's drive-thru now. So I'm driving around McDonald's drive-thru. I get up there. I said, "What do you guys want?" They're like, "A French fry." I go, "That's it. French fries." Yeah. So I order French fries. Pull through, grab the fries, get out of there. Then they say, "Hey, I want a hamburger." I said, "I just went through there and got you French fries." They were like, "Yeah, but we want a hamburger now." So I go back through and I order a hamburger. And then we pull out of there and they're like, "Hey, we need something to drink." I go, "Are you fucking kidding me right now?"
I don't remember any of this.
So I'm doing loops going around McDonald's with these fucking douche nozzles that are high on LSD. And then they decide, you know what? Just pull into the plaza after I'd gone through McDonald's drive-thru 5 times. We're going to run in and get some snacks.
This is when we got the Hydrox.
It's
Cookies.
true. It's why in the world you're going to try to eat when you're tripping is beyond me. But now the snow is really hitting. And they all go in to buy Hydrox cookies for some reason. And just random ass shit that
they're cheap, like Oreo type cookies.
They're cheap.
And they don't taste like Oreos.
Not at all.
And they're so dry. Just like we were talking about earlier.
It's dry.
It's dry. And
So,
the texture is not good.
So I'm in the car and it's getting real bad. Like in the time that it felt like they were in there forever. The whole parking lot was just filled with snow. There's plows and shit. I mean, you're hearing beep, beep, beep. You know, they're going around plowing the driveway, parking lot. And I got the windshield wipers on because it's that warp snow. You know, that snow that comes down so much that it looks like you're in warp speed.
Yeah.
Yeah, it looks like you're passing through the stars.
Right. So they finally come out, they get into the car, and I realize I'm in a Chevy Cavalier with bald tires with 3 people on LSD. Where in the hell am I going? I turned the car on and I shifted it to neutral. And then I just start revving the engine and I'm driving. And these knuckleheads think I'm really driving. I'm turning the wheel, woo, putting the blinker on, had my headlights on. There's plows coming down through the parking lot. It looks like we're actually moving with the plows. And I start revving the engine up.
And spinning the
spinning the wheel, and they are freaking out, going, "Stop! Don't do donuts! Oh my god!" It was amazing. The whole time I hadn't left the parking lot.
To this day, I'm telling Jason, to this day,
What?
I still feel the effects of that ride. I thought I was moving. We thought plows were coming at us. We thought we're spinning out. And of course, this is my parents' car that she's driving. You know, it's
Right.
like we were using it, and I'm thinking Becky's out of control, even though we're tripping, and she's doing crazy things. And I see her moving the steering wheel, like turning it left real rapidly, then turning it right real rapidly, and then to come to find out we are not moving at all because the snow was moving in kind of like a flowing like fashion towards the windshield. It looked like we were moving. But in my memory today, I still feel like Becky's lying to me. She drove around the parking lot. I'm not joking. I cannot get this out of my head.
I did move. I was in neutral the whole time.
I thought at one point she hit a curb. I was freaking out. I don't know if you remember that.
I do.
Said,
I remember.
I said, "You hit a curb. The tires are bad now." I was like losing my mind.
They did. They thought I hit a curb. The whole time I was just in parking spot 3A. You got any funny stories, Jack?
One time, I came home from a comic book store, probably working with Steffi, and my cousin's like, I just wanted to chill out alone and watch like Blade Runner or something. And he goes, "Here, dude, I got some acid for you." So I fucking take it, and I take it around 10, and I notice around midnight, it's fucking insanely strong. I'm going, what is going on here? And then he peeks his head in and he goes, "By the way, that was triple dipped."
Oh.
I go, "What do you mean?" He goes, "It's like taking 3 of them." I go, "You fuck." And by the time I lunged for him, he shut the door and he took off. The whole night, I remember just looking at the carpet and there's all this chaos, but yet there's patterns going on. Blade Runner seemed to go on for 4 hours. And next thing you know, it's noon the next day and it's Sunday. And all the Italians on Sunday have their dinner. And we never have it at my house. That day they came to my house. So by 2:00, I'm sitting at the table. And on the fork, where it's all shiny, started moving and blobbing, and everybody knew something was up with me. And before
all the Italians were at your house,
they were all at the house. And before they came to my house, I had some Theraflu, and I put it in a fucking tea, and I slammed it, hoping it would make me go to sleep or like calm me down. Did absolutely nothing. I got through the dinner and everything was fine.
Theraflu.
Yeah. I drank Theraflu once before going to community college. I had to make it for a test. It was test day and I wasn't feeling well. So I slammed Theraflu, and on the way to the college, I could not keep my eyes open. I thought I was going to crash. It's a fucking miracle that I made it to class that day. And I don't even remember how I did on the test. Yeah, they don't make that shit like they used to. Like I've had Theraflu recently and it's nothing like the shit they were putting in the 90s. But
it's like hot lemonade now.
Oh yeah, it's nothing.
Ephedrine and some of that stuff, which give you like a spike in your, you know what I'm saying?
A little pep in
like
your step?
what they make meth out of was ephedrine. Was a lot of that stuff.
Dude, this was the opposite of meth. This was like I took fucking K. It was unbelievable.
Beautiful stuff. Do you have any funny stories?
My sister Jessica had this friend that she knew that lived in Liverpool, which is another kind of far from where Becky lives. This friend of hers is like, she really liked, of course it's a guy, and she's like, "Let's do an Italian like dinner." pasta and sauce and bread and let's get wine. And we got the worst wine of all time is Carlo Rossi.
The jug of Carlo
It's
Rossi.
a jug.
Oh God.
Oh, I grew up on that. My grandfather was really big drinking that. It's like drinking kerosene. I don't know. I'll get to the house. Becky's there. I don't know who else was there with us. I know you were there. Amy maybe was there. My sister. She's preparing all the Italian stuff. I'm drinking big tall glasses of wine. Just kept on going. And I think by the end of the afternoon, it was in the evening, I think I had 9 tall glasses of wine. There.
9?
Yes.
Tall glasses.
Like tall glasses. So
are we speaking to Steffi Ghost right now?
I know.
So by the time we were done eating and going through all that, I was extremely drunk to the point where I didn't know where I was. I remember where we were driving home from and I was trying to recognize where we were. Didn't know that. We get back to Becky's house. We always had friends over her house. Her mom was used to it. When I get to Becky's apartment, I'm so exhausted and drunk, I wanted to lay down. And my friend Amy wanted to share the bed with me. And Amy was going on and on about this guy that she liked. And I had to stop her and be like, Amy, I'm sorry, but I'm going to have to throw up. So I went to the bathroom, threw up. And I realized this drunk is not going to go away. I felt like I needed to walk it off. And at that point, everyone was hanging out with her friend Erin that lived upstairs. So I had to go tell everyone, I'm going to go for a walk in your neighborhood. So I go upstairs. It's 3 floors up. And I'm like, Beck, I got to go for a walk because I'm so drunk. And they're like, whatever. Like, it seemed like it didn't even make a difference that I went up there to tell them, to be honest. And then I go down the stairs. I fell all 3 flights of stairs. I was like, landed at the bottom.
But you know what? I have a theory. When you're drunk, because I've seen people
Nothing bad
really,
can happen to you.
yeah, you're so like just limber and numb that you're not trying to stop your fall and you go with it, as opposed to when you're straight and you're trying to stop and
I
you
agree.
get fucked up.
Nothing bad happened to me. I didn't even have an ache the next day. But I started making my way towards these apartment buildings that are across from Lemoyne College, which is a nice college, but across from there is a really kind of shady
area.
And what did they call that at the time?
Springfield Gardens.
Springfield Gardens. So I start making my way down the street, trying to work off this drunk so I could just rest and go to bed. And I fell about, I don't know how many times in the street, literally flat on my face, like boom, down, over and over and over again. And I started to have this weird thought in my head, like, I'm going through one of the worst neighborhoods in Syracuse. I'm turning around. Made my way back to Becky's house. Somehow got into bed and fell asleep, and then that was
That's insane. So you fell down 3 flights of stairs.
3 flights of stairs. Fell about, I don't know, maybe 5 or 6 times in the hood. Into hood. And then made my way back and fell asleep like a baby.
So that was after 9 tall boys.
9 tall boys of wine.
Carlo Rossi.
Oh, that is complete insanity. I can't believe there are some stunt people who are going to listen to this and go, I cannot believe you fell down 3 flights of stairs and were completely fine.
It was like I was made out of rubber. No one knew that happened to me. No one came out, hey, are you okay? I just had to get up and go.
Hey, Steph.
Hey, Beck.
For $512 million, would you trip on acid for 2 full days? Hear me out.
Okay.
Day 1, you have to go spend the whole day on the plane while you're tripping, full peaking. You re-up that shit, and then on day 2, you have to go on a crabbing boat in Alaska and help haul crab.
Ugh.
Fully functional, on acid, $512 million.
I would do it. That's a lot of money. That's half $500 million.
Yeah, but you are going to be high as a kite, out of your mind.
It's a one-time only experience.
Do you know how those Alaskan seas are?
Pretty, like, they're
treacherous.
icy, they're treacherous.
I think you can make it through the first leg, which is the airplane. But I think the Alaskan crab boat.
I probably wouldn't make it.
So this is for both of you. Just, you can say you would do it yes or no. For $2 million, $226,761. You have to do all the drugs you listed within 1 week's time.
Oh, jeez.
Would you both do it?
No, not for
no?
2 mil. No, 2 mil's nothing nowadays. I'm not doing it. I wouldn't make it through it.
I probably
No?
wouldn't make it through it, so I probably not have to do it.
No,
Oh.
not gonna do it. But she'd do the 512 LSD.
Oh, that's true. Isn't that a big contradiction? Yes, I have to say I would do it now that I just realized. See how bad my memory is?
Oh my god.
This is all drug-induced bad memory. I take a lot of. I take at night. I take melatonin and I take. What's that one for allergies?
Sudafed?
No, not Sudafed.
Benadryl?
Benadryl. Mix it together to have a good night's sleep. It erases my memory. I'm like a clean slate every day.
She is. She is. It's like a young dementia person.
Oh my god.
Okay.
Oh, thank God for drugs.
She's got the giggles. Hold on.
Okay, Jay.
Yeah.
$1,345,265.23.
Mm.
Would you take a year of estrogen, boobs, boobs and all, and that's it?
So he just has to take estrogen for a year?
Yeah, just estrogen. It's a drug.
Well, what happens? He grows boobs.
He grows boobs.
His voice gets higher.
Higher.
I'm
You start crying more.
Oh boy. How much? $1 million something?
$1,345,265.23.
The 23 cents definitely adds to it. Oh my god. You know what? I would
You'll
like
have
a
man boobs.
Well,
you get to play with those man boobs anytime you want.
this really sucks, but I want us all to be able to travel, so I guess I would try that because I won't die in a particular day, like doing Becky's list for the week.
No.
So I'll fucking, at this point, we're getting older and we've had some fun times. Let's have one last blast. I'll have big ass baloney tits. I don't give a fuck.
Yeah, baby.
Let's fucking go party, all right? You can buy a lot of glow sticks with that shit.
I'm telling you the truth right now. When I was back in the 90s, when rollerblading was like peaks or whatever, my sister and I and my younger brother, we decided to go to the lake to go rollerblading. They had a nice Onondaga Lake Parkway, biking, skating, whatever. This person starts skating down and you see boobs swaying. Jessica was really scared that Timmy was, he was little, he's gonna see this woman with like no top on. And just like a week or so before, there was a big protest. Women weren't wearing their shirts at the park, so we thought it's another protester just singling out, not like grouping up protesting. Like, Tim, close your eyes. And then when this person finally got by, it was a guy, it was a man with like swaying breasts. He lacked some testosterone for sure.
On rollerblades.
Yes, and it was so funny.
So apparently he took the 1,267,000 whatever
Yeah,
cents.
he did. He probably was like rich because only rich people have those swaying breasts.
Okay.
All right.
That's my take on everything.
Oh God, we got another call. What the? I mean, Umbrella Hogs. What do you fucking want? Oh, hey, Dupre, what's going on? Wait, you you want me?
Your fucking cat, man?
That's my fucking cat. You want me to pick up some catnip after the show? Okay, all right. What kind of catnip do you want me to get you? You want me to get you Space Kitty brand? Okay, all right. I know you don't like that brand. I know it's not that strong. How about Maui Meowie? Yeah, I know. It has silver vine in it. Don't worry, it'll get you really toasty. That's a little too much. No, I am not picking up a fucking pizza after I get you the catnip. Anything else? Okay, if I'm not getting you pizza, I'm not getting you a steak sub. It's gonna clog your last little fucking artery, all right? So no pizza, no steak sub. All right, you bastard. I'll see you later, okay? I'll bring you some shit. All right, bye.
I had a hell of a time buying drugs. I mean, there would be times you had to go through hell to score. It was like every drug dealer there was always like paranoia to the maximum, where you'd have to be invited in with them and their family, sit and have tea and fucking crumpets, wait 45 minutes, pay exorbitant amounts for an eighth, and then you get it and it's swag. And you're like, I just wasted like 3 hours of my life to get this oregano.
Yeah. And my story involves oregano. When we first moved to New York City, I didn't have any of my connections. So I would go to Washington Square Park, and it was out of a fucking movie. There were dudes under every lamppost, like cocaine, heroin, weed. And, you'd go, you'd walk through the park,
Did
and
they
all
have,
these
like,
dudes.
signs on them? It's like cocaine.
No, they were
heroin.
they were in trench coats, like looking fucking ultra fucking guilty. So I'm like, yeah, I want weed. And we sit on a park bench, and the the dude's sitting next to me on the park bench, and we're sitting there looking straight ahead. And then I slip him the money, and he puts the fucking shit in my pocket. I did that for a number of times, but there's one time I got ripped off with oregano. I can't fucking smell. I was on St. Mark's Place. I was near the arcade having a cigarette, and this dude was like, I got weed, I got whatever. And I said, I fucking need weed, dude. So he goes in some apartment building, comes out with some tinfoil shit, like something wrapped in tinfoil, and I open it up, and it looks like weed. And then I give him the money, play some games, I go home. The next day, me and Disaster go to fucking smoke it. We're coughing our lungs out. And she's like, this shit isn't weed. And she smells it, and it was oregano.
Sure wasn't catnip.
Nah, I got ripped off.
My sister actually ripped me off with oregano. I had a secret I had a secret hiding spot for my weed, and I sliced, like, on my box spring mattress.
Jesus.
I sliced open the side of my box
She's
spring.
doing some like prison shit.
So I sliced this really narrow slice with a razor blade of my box spring mattress, and somehow my sister knew, and she took it out and replaced it with oregano and thought I wouldn't know. I was like, you are so stupid. I don't know how many times I went to go get for my weed. It was gone. I'm like, how does she know I do this? Who dis?
Hey, let us in. You know who it is.
Come on, no fuck around. Let us in.
Who dis?
It's the Maniacs. Let's go.
What's a password?
Password?
Fidelio.
You know what we're here for.
You know what I here for. You say password, everything okay.
Jay, what do we say, man?
Brains.
Password is brains.
Okay.
Wow, a lot of smoke in here. You've been partying, huh?
Yes.
Don't worry, I'm not a cop, man.
It's okay.
You know what we're here for, don't you? Come on.
Yes. Okay. Come on in. I'll let you in.
Okay.
Where the brains?
Here, listen, you get the brains after we get the goods, but first we got to know what you got.
I got marijuana.
Okay, we'll take some of that.
I have some cocaine.
Wait, I heard you were busted. What's going on? How'd you get out?
I ate the security guard and I left.
Oh, okay. All right.
You ate the security guard?
Yep.
Jay, we really have those brains with us, don't we?
You better have, or I eat your brains.
We'll deal with that after we score.
You score, I eat brains same time together.
Why is a zombie hearing us when its ears are falling off and I'm whispering to you?
I'm on a supernatural level. You know nothing.
To start off, let's just get some weed from you. Can we have a bag of weed?
How much weed you want?
What do you think? Couple ounces?
Couple ounces, yeah. Let's do it.
Okay, I want a couple ounces brain.
We already told you, man. You'll get your brains after you give us the goods.
Okay.
Just hand us the goddamn shit.
Here it is.
So wait. Hold on. This looks like swag. And why is the bag covered in black slime?
I'm rotting. I cover everything, black slime, everything.
What the fuck? Dude, maybe it'll make it better. I don't know.
I think we might have to throw some of that on the bowl, and it might kick it up a bit, you know?
Oh yeah, like resin. Really good.
All right, I'm gonna try it out now.
Okay.
Shit.
Wait, toke it out. Let me try. Hold on.
Okay.
Holy fuck.
Shit, I told you so. Give me brains.
All right. Here's the brain. Here's 2 pounds of brains we brought for you. We're gonna give you double because you're being so. You're answering at a late hour.
Give
Here,
me.
okay.
Oh, I feel so awesome.
Me too.
Brains are just like LSD, so good.
You look a little bit toasty. What are you on? I want to try some. What are you ingesting nowadays?
Me?
Yeah. No, Frank in the corner.
I eat brains. Some people brains, they do drugs, so I takes through the brains. And I experience whatever they experience. It's awesome. Brains so good. Tastes good with pasta and sauce.
What the hell? You eat
Wait.
brains with pasta sauce?
The best.
Any garlic bread with that?
Oh yeah.
Okay, look, we're gonna be at Shifty's. If you need anything, come on by. We'll chill in the smoke area and we'll have a little fun. All right.
I do eat chicken wings. I like chicken wings.
Listen, meet us at Shifty's. Bring us a little coca.
I'm in love with the cocoa. Sing it with me, Becky. I'm in love with the cocoa.
This is the best dealer ever.
Listen, bring the cocoa and we'll get you some wings, man.
Good deal.
All right.
Yeah, see
Thanks
you.
there, zombie stuff.
Thank you so much. I'll see you again. All right.
Text me.
See you real soon.
Yeah. So like fucking, we're gonna. Hey. Oh, Mark, what's going on, man? Oh, cool. This for me? Oh, rad. All right. Later, man. All right.
What'd
So
you get,
I got a package. I don't know who it's from, but let me get my knife out.
No return address? Nothing?
Yeah, there's no return address. Let me see if it's ticking. No, it's not ticking.
Oh, that's good.
Somebody taped this fucker up really well, by the way. Surprises. Yay. Let me see.
What you got?
Okay.
Is there an envelope, man?
Wait, where's the envelope?
It's at the bottom, I think.
How would you know?
I have good intuition.
Okay. Oh, J Maniac. Look at this shit. Okay, let me see. What the fuck? Whoever licked it really well because I can't even get the fucking card out.
Lick it good. Do 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 do.
Oh, it's a sunset. It's like on the dock in the sunset. I
How's
want
it
you
look,
to
though? Like happy, like you're in paradise.
It looks like we'd want to be there on drugs. Okay.
Okay.
I want you to join me, Jay. It is your choice, but know that the wrong choice is also the right choice. Choose wisely. If so, you so choose. Take a handful of each, and you'll see me shortly. I'm always watching. Harold.
Who is Harold?
Oh my god, I'm trembling.
What?
I guess we'll find out later who Harold is, huh?
What do you send you? What's in there?
Just listen. It's like ASMR in a pill box.
You got a pillbox?
I got a 2-week supply, Saturday through Sunday, and they're different. They're different pills, and all of them. You know what, Becky? You pick week 1. Give me a day, and I'll eat that one.
Tuesday. Is there a red one in there?
Yeah,
Just
there's a red one, and Steffi Maniac. Which pick a day for week 2?
Monday. Unless if it's the same, don't take it.
No, they're different. They're different. Okay. Whoa.
Dude, why are you chewing those pills? You should probably be chewing them down.
Should I do it like in the movies where I just swallow it and like finger my neck and make them go down?
Yes.
Well, one was very spicy, so they must have put some spice in that pill.
You don't even know what it is? Is there any kind of prescription bottles in there or anything?
Oh, Skippies? I think I took a Skippy.
You just took a Skippy?
I took a Skippy and and a kicker. I think the combo is gonna not be fucking good.
You took a Skippy and a kicker.
Yeah, Skippy the kicker. Dude, what's this other one? It just says zing.
You might as well take one of those too, man.
All right, fuck
Round
it.
it all out.
Might as well. Hey, you know what? I'll die for the fucking listeners. We'll do it. Let me get a green one. I think a green one looks good. All right.
What was that one again? That was a zinger?
This was a zing. Yeah, a zinger. So,
okay.
I think that's you know what? Hold on.
Yeah.
There's also a tablet cutter in here. So I'm gonna cut the zinger in half because I'm a little bit scared that I just ate 2 random pills. Let me let me put a zinger in here. And let's see what's going on.
Who the fuck is Harold, man? Does he want you to die? I mean, you don't even know who that is and where those pills came from.
Well, God bless him.
Thank you, Harold.
I'm cutting one in half. This is a pink one, by the way. Pink's got to be kind of fun, right? I don't think it's gonna, it's not black.
I think anything in the red shades is fun. Red, pink, you can even maybe push the limit with purple.
That was actually very tasty. It tasted like tropical or something. I like that. Oh, I got the world's strongest fat burner packet. It's 4 capsules.
Can you describe those capsules?
Well, half of it is blue and half of it is yellow, and there's some writing on it. I can't read because I'm too fucking old. And even with my glasses, I can't read it. But
how big is that pill?
Yeah, it's like a Tylenol. I think these are the uppers, man. I think in like 3 o'clock at night when I'm feeling, the skippies and the kickers and the zingers aren't doing their thing. This is when you gotta pop 2 of these. You
got anything else in there?
I got some window pane.
Oh shit!
But they seem to put it in fucking those sheets that you put on your tongue and they clear your breath out like fucking Listerine.
That's fucking genius, man! Like a little fucking LSD dispenser.
I might not make it for the next episode, ladies. I might have to.
Did you just take the window pane?
Yeah, I took the window pane too. It's very, very strong.
Yeah.
I don't know what the fuck's gonna happen with me after we get off of this call.
You just be careful, man. You're getting old.
Yeah, I take after you.
That was a wonderful gift, Harold.
That was fantastic, and I feel like in the future we're gonna know who Harold is.
I think so. I think Harold will make himself known eventually.
How long do you think those drugs will last you?
Probably till St. Patty's Day.
Really?
That's a long time.
That's pretty good.
Is it really a long time?
Well, I don't know. How many drugs do you have?
Because I would eat all that in one night.
You would take all the drugs?
Yeah.
Yeah, and you'll fall down the stairs again.
That bouncing like Gumby. Yeah. First parties, crazy things that happened at parties, craziest places you've been for a party. We got invited to a metal party up at the cemetery where they were playing like death metal up there.
Were they kind of like
No, but the cars that were coming up were blasting that. Yeah, it was more like yeah. Everyone's drinking the beast. Everyone was told not to park in the cemetery as to not to draw the police. Dumbasses came in with their metal, blaring, waking the dead.
Poor dead people.
The meeting point in the pyramid area. The pyramid. Everyone met at the pyramid.
Sounds ominous.
We're all up there. Now, we had parked on the street, had to cut up through the little forest. The cops come. Lights are out. Those big-ass searchlights, you know?
Yeah.
Whoop, whoop.
Never a good thing to hear.
No.
So
we'd always be laughing and giggling when they'd show up, though.
I turn to my friend and I take her hand. I go, "We gotta run." So I see the spotlights. There's more than one cop. Whoop 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 whoop. There's spotlights all over. It looks like a Hollywood opening premiere.
Yeah.
We're trying to get away because we don't want to get arrested for being in the cemetery drinking underage after dark. We don't want to get grounded. We don't want to be in trouble. Our drunk asses decide to run full-fledged as fast as we can and start trying to hurdle the gravestones, some of which were probably as tall as me.
Yeah.
So I remember my heart racing and I'm running up this hill as fast as I can. Smoker's breath just like Heart's pounding. It's speeding up. I'm hurtling. I get taken out my knee. I hit the next one. I fall. The spotlight comes. Quickly, I roll behind the gravestone and hide. I wait for the light to pan away, and as the light pans away, I get back up and I hobble as fast as I can into the forest. Hey, has anyone seen Jessica? Jessica? Where are you? Have you seen Jessica? I don't know no Jessica, man. Have you seen my friend Jessica? She's like 5 foot tall. She has wavy hair, long shoulder. No, I don't know who that is. Oh, man, that's my ride. I made it out. When I got to the car, Jessica had some new friends.
She had new friends every hour.
All the time.
There's many. You never left that place without bruises on your shins. But there's many times that we went there and the police came. They shone all their light beams around, and we'd be hiding, and then they'd go, and we're like, oh, they didn't know anything.
Smaller parties could get away with that.
The smaller parties. It was a lot of fun. I was never scared to be in there. Never felt weird. And I remember I took a friend of mine. I was like, "You never been to a party?" He was like, "No." And he was a very big guy. He looked like he wouldn't be scared of anything. And the first time I took him there, he was terrified. I found out afterwards he was terrified.
It's always the biggest, scariest ones are the biggest babies.
I'm gonna share this story because it's my favorite time going out ever. One time I went to this place called the Underground on Houston Street, and it's street level, and then you go down some stairs, and there's a basement kind of club, and the walls are all rock, and it makes you feel cool, and there's all these nooks and crannies where you can do your fucking drugs and all that. Nothing's going on. It's like 11:30. I brought a bunch of glow sticks and shit, as I usually do, in case, things get crazy. I decide to leave, and I'm like, yeah, maybe I'll go to the arcade and then go home. So I start zigzagging home through side streets, and I'm on one particular side street. As I'm walking down the street, I noticed some lights. So I stop and I look to the right, and there's this opaque door, and there's all these lights going on and shit. The door opens up, and this head sticks out, and a girl says, "Do you want to come in?" And I'm looking around, looking like me, and she goes, "Yeah, come on in." And she opens up the door, and I can see inside, and it's like fucking the Palladium in New York City. It's just there's craziness going on in there. So I go, fuck it. Disco decorated themed black beauty salon, and I'm the only white boy there.
What?
I step 2 feet in the door, and my right hand they're putting a cup in and starting to fill it, and in my left hand they're putting a cup in and they're starting to fill it. So with the dude who fills up my right-handed cup, I cheers to him and do the shot, and then I look to the dude to the left and I cheers to him and I start swigging it, and he puts his arm around me. He goes, "If you want to bubonic, man, come back this way." And I was like, all right.
What's bubonic?
What? It's the chronic.
Oh, it's the chronic bubonic?
It's the bubonic chronic, yeah. So it's this long rectangular salon, and there are hair cutting stations all along the walls, and people are on the chairs, they're on the fucking counters. It's just everybody's dancing, it's going crazy. As I'm making my way to the front area where the DJ is, people are just pouring drinks, and I'm plenty of drinks. I'm done, I make my way to this little cubby hole. I'm dancing a bit. I wore a fucking bowler hat that night, and the dude was playing smooth. The dude was playing Smooth Criminal, and I was fucking trying to do Smooth Criminal moves with my fucking hat. Down. I know I looked fucking terrible.
Were you trying to lean forward so you wouldn't tip
and do
over?
It was really bad. So I'm chilling. He was playing like Bowie, Let's Dance. He was playing Prince, all sorts of shit. So I danced a bit, and I didn't want to smoke a cigarette in there. So I thought, I don't want to, if I'm honored to be at a place, I'm not going to do anything to fuck it up. So I'm thinking I'm going to go outside and smoke a cigarette. As I get near the exit door, that same dude from the beginning grabs me, and he goes, where you going? And I go, I want to smoke a cigarette, dude, but I don't want to smoke it in here. He goes, fucking light it up. So I light up a cigarette, and I'm passing it to him. We're passing it back and forth. And then he grabs something and brings it to me, and he goes, hit this shit. And it was a fucking massive blunt. And I hit this blunt. And as I hit the blunt, I look around. I didn't notice this before, but everybody had a fucking blunt in their hand. And it suddenly looked like an 80s video would smoke. There's just smoke everywhere. And then I go, dude, I brought glow sticks, but and as I'm showing it to him, he fucking grabs the stack of glow sticks, and we start passing them out to everybody. And it just became this night of drinking, smoking, and glow sticks, and everybody dancing. I hated to fucking, that was the one party I hated to leave. At that time, I was doing film and DJing a bit, and I was DJing around town, and I said, I'd love to DJ. Do you do this all the time? And the owner, this chick, said, yeah, I do. She gave me a flyer. And I said, I'd love to DJ here. Let me know when. I'll bring glow sticks. We'll do it up even bigger. And then a week later, Hurricane Sandy hit New York City, and it destroyed the underground that I went to before the fucking surprise party, and it destroyed the beauty salon. So I never met those people again.
Whoa.
That was a one and done. Well, thank you. Start again. Thank you for coming on.
Thank you, cunts. Thank you, you bunch of cunts, for listening.
Wow. Thanks for sticking with us, Maniacs, through all our crazy drug days. And if you want to get a hold of us, where can they find us, Jay?
Umbrellaholics.com. Oh, no, wait. We don't have that yet.
Soon, man.
Umbrellaholics@gmail.com.
Perfect.
Hopefully you live through your drug escapades to join us for the next episode.
Yeah, take the tips we gave you in the beginning of the episode and utilize them. It'll save you years off your life.
Bye.
Bye.
Umbrella Holics.